Yes, I've been aware of Bitcoin since around 2015. I was on a training course and it was a hot topic of conversation at the time amongst some of my peers on the course. I looked into it a little at the time along with some of the other cryptocurrency coins and the companies such as Ripple and their XRP token. But there was relatively little information around the real world use cases and adoption of the technology, at least that I could find at that time. So, like many other people, I dismissed crypto at the time as an interesting concept, but potentially a fad that I couldn't really get my head around investing into. So in 2017, the big increase in the price of Bitcoin and the other coins like Ethereum during that market bull run caught my attention again. But again, I didn't really do much research or invest into the technology at that time either. And the big market correction in early 2018 highlighted the volatility of Bitcoin as an asset class. And I think at that time, a lot of investors that got caught up in that fear of missing out of the massive increases in the price of crypto through 2017 got spooked by the big drop in the market and sold it at a loss. And I think this helped to fuel the rhetoric that Bitcoin is a fad or a scam and a bubble, and that it's too risky to consider as an investment or as a viable medium of value and exchange. And so that's something that I now believe is certainly not the case. So my real interest in Bitcoin and crypto started soon after the first lockdown last year in 2020. And I think people had more time to spend researching and learning, and a few of my contacts were mentioning to me that they had been investing in Bitcoin and that there were lots of very interesting things happening in the space. So I started to do some more serious research and made some speculative investments personally, which I've all done pretty well during the current bull market. And this has led on to a bit of an obsession really with learning about blockchain technology and the incredible advances, use cases and recent huge institutional investment and adoption.
Cryptocurrency and Bitcoin is a forward-thinking way of accepting payment. What made you decide that artisans should head into this direction?
What's really caught my attention over the last few months are the practical uses of blockchain tech and the companies and industries who are developing and utilizing it. Considering this, it made complete sense for Artisan to invest into crypto and look for ways that we can work with the fast developing technology and harness this to improve our services and our operations over time. As well as the practical applications of the technology, you can't ignore the investment opportunity and protection of wealth that exists within Bitcoin and crypto. I think you would have to have been sleeping a lot over the last year or so not to have noticed all of the economic issues across the globe. Last month, America printed 1.9 trillion US dollars and pumped this out into the economy. And when you create that amount of money out of thin air, it devalues the rest of the money that is out there in circulation. And this ongoing quantitative easing is a bit of a ticking time bomb for any individual or organisation who holds any cash or wealth in fiat currency, so in pounds, dollars, euros, etc. And any cash they hold in fiat is being devalued at the rate of inflation, which in real terms, when you consider the rise in the actual cost of all goods and services, that inflation rate in practice is significantly higher than the published figures. So I think it's really important for businesses to diversify into alternative asset classes to protect any wealth that they have built or look to make moving forwards.